Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and the 131st coffee stream. And well, it is Blind Press here. And sorry, my phone rang right away while I was. Hold on. I think it's Pinkalo. Just. Hey, sorry. What's going on? Okay. Sorry, I just started my stream. Pinkalo forgot. Yeah, sorry. Sorry about that, guys. So I hope everyone's doing well. Let's see who's here so far. We have a Chadwick, and we have a Richo, and a Green Thunder. Hello. Let's see who else do we have here. That seems to be all who have said hello so far. So my orientation worker actually just called and had to cancel because she had some things that needed to, like, some medical issues going on. So we are going to go from now until 1:30. And so I hope everybody is good with that. Hi, Churchy. Hi, Pumpkin Trucker. Why are you being killed? Oh, hello, Tirish. Yes, early start. Usually on Thursdays, I have a orientation lesson at 12:30. So on Thursdays, I will be starting at 11:30 and going to 12:30. But today, I can go all the way to 1:30 because my orientation instructor needs to go to her doctor. So we've got some news, lots of news. Pinkalo sent me some good stuff, and Gunfox sent some good stuff. And I've also got some blind people Facebook fucketry for you guys, as well as a special surprise that I am going to end the stream with. So that'll be fun. So let's see. Let's get into the Twitter DMs here and get to the news. Actually, no. Before we do that, let's deal with the Facebook fucketry of the blind people, because it's fascinating. So this was a thread in a blind parenting group that I am a part of. The original post is by a sighted poster whose husband is blind but doesn't do Facebook. So here's the original post. My husband is blind, doesn't do much Facebook, so he's asked me to post. Okay? And is really struggling with our 3 children. 5-year-old twins and a 3.5-year-old, all boys. When the twins were little, we got some training from the local lighthouse, which I guess is an organization for blind people in the States. And he was able to do things with them, but now it's a different story. For example, last night he was alone with them, and they managed to get into the kitchen and get the food. Or yeah, he doesn't feel comfortable alone with them. They took tons of stuff from the kitchen, brought it up to their room, and made a huge mess. Um, basically, she's asking, do we need? He's thinking that he needs his parents to come over and help whenever he's alone with the kids, or someone with sighted assistance to come and help whenever she's at meetings or whatever. And she's asking, are there any classes or training that he could do? So a bunch of people basically said a lot of the same things, like, what was he doing that he couldn't hear them in the kitchen? You don't need sight to, hear things that if you, what were you doing that you can't hear what's going on? Why are you not, engaged with your 5-year-olds and your 3-year-old enough to know what the hell's going on, right? A lot of blind people were saying that. And then there came this wonderful comment from a blind parent. Hi, speaking as a nearly blind parent, she says, of 3 myself. She says, not of twins, but my kids are now older. But your husband is going to need assistance for the next 3 to 5 years. You're going to need to invest in this. As children, 5 and 3-year-olds can get into a lot of things that they don't know they shouldn't get into. You are blessed with happy, normal, active little kids, but think of this as baby proofing. So she's basically saying that this blind person, this blind father, needs to hire outside assistance so that he can parent his kids by himself, or when his wife's not home. Now, I replied, I replied automatically. I said, just because you needed that help doesn't mean that all blind people need outside assistance. Please don't make that generalization. She goes, now, how did you all manage toddlers and preschoolers? Do you let preschoolers run ahead of you to the corner when when they don't know when to stop and they can't integrate the idea? Or, how do you stop your preschooler or kindergartner from pulling up the chair and grabbing the knife block from the counter? Could you please let me know how you all handle this from the front lines? So this was clearly a sarcastic post, and a whole bunch of people chimed in saying, listen, you, in a blind parenting group, you should not be asking people or telling people that they need outside sighted assistance. She's saying that in a blind parent group, and she's completely blind, or not completely, nearly blind. But after a bunch of people have commented, she goes, wow, it is ridiculous that I need to defend myself in this forum. But I didn't say he couldn't. You're saying You folks are putting me down by saying that this is a ridiculous suggestion. No, we're saying that you need to stop saying that he needs sighted assistance. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. And my last I last commented, I replied to her comment about what do you do when you have your child beside you and they don't know not to run away from you? I go, it's called a carrier, whether it be baby or toddler. It's called having a toddler leash or harness for your preschooler or holding their hand. Come on, this is common sense stuff. I was trying to be polite before, but seriously. And then the next one I commented, also, as for your knife block question, most parents, sighted or blind, generally gate off the cooking area when their children become mobile but are not old enough to understand not to grab the knives or touch the hot stove. Uh like seriously, this is common sense, not sighted or blind related thing. And then I go, there are also these amazing things called these are also these amazing things called cabinet locks that can be installed on cupboard doors, again used by both by both sighted and blind parents alike. This is, and she's so upset because she's trying to say that I didn't say he needed outside assistance, but she did. She said you're going to have to invest in outside assistance, preferably sighted, for the next 3 to 5 years until your oldest is at least, or your youngest is at least 6. In a group full of blind parents. The rest of us were just flabbergasted. It was absolutely insane. This is why I don't go into these groups or have Facebook anymore. It's all stupid, retarded people, says Pincalo. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we do send the kids to daycare and school. Yes, we do, but there are all the people that there are a bunch of blind people who were commenting that stay at home with multiple children. Like there's there are 2 blind moms that I know. One has 3 children, ranging from ages 8 to 1, and another blind mom has 4 children ranging from ages 8 to 2 months old. And they both are stay-at-home moms whose husbands work outside the home, and only in the one with 3 kids case, her oldest goes to school full time, her middle goes to school half days, and she has her 1-year-old the whole time. And then in the case of the other one, her oldest goes to school, and her middle 2, the oldest of the middle 2 is about to start school. So she's got 3 at home all day. And they are both totally blind. They do not need sighted assistance. Oh, hi. There's a new person. Phantom Madness. Hello. I'm having a hard time getting to the chat, says Green Thunder. My 20-pound cat is sitting on my phone. Data Wasteland says maybe some people are maybe sometimes people don't think before speaking or writing, but are so hyped to try and help. It could be that. It was just rather shocking that a nearly blind parent in a group full of blind parents would say something like that, when that group is specifically for blind parents to, you know, meet, connect, get ideas from each other on, you know, like how to support each other, and then to go and tell somebody that somebody cited to go back and tell their husband that, yeah, we're going to need to hire somebody to help you because you know, you can't do it on your own. Like, that's not a message you want to give your partner. What you need to tell your partner is, hey, listen, you helped father these kids. Just because you're blind doesn't mean you're not helpless. You need to pay more attention to the kids so they don't trash the house. You need to gate the kitchen off at least when I'm away. And, you know, you need to use some common sense strategies here. If you need some extra ILS training, let's go and get you some. But to tell, like, because this is the OP was a cited, this was a cited person asking on behalf of her blind husband. It sounds she is using it as an excuse to not parent her kids. Yeah, this is, if this is something that she did, then, you know, good for them for having the money to do that. But that is A, not feasible for most families, and B, completely the opposite effect of what the group is meant for. Phantom Madness says, hi, first time here, glad to be. Well, I'm glad you're here. Glad you found your way here. I hope you enjoy it. So that's my blind Facebook fucketry. I found that, like, when I read that post, I was like, no, she cannot be saying that. It was, I was rather shocked. So now let's get into the news. I'm just gonna have a quick sip of coffee here. All right. All right, let's open up Twitter and get to those news stories. While I'm doing that, guys, please like and share the stream. Let's see if we can get 30 viewers up in here. I hope that we can have a good time reading some news today. All right. Oh, come on. Screwing up the passwords and shit. There we go. That's better. Okay. Oh, hello, Izub. I literally stay in touch with 6 people and family on Facebook, says Irate Prostate. Yeah. Hey, Seamus. And also, honey, you wonder why I don't talk to other people in my position. This is why. Yeah, honey, I understand. I understand. Green told me about this. We're good friends. Oh, cool. Well, thank you, Green Thunder. I forgot about your early Thursday. Yeah, it's it's doing my early Thursday because it's better than no stream at all. So let's go, and Pinkalo has sent me some stuff. So let's go and see what he sent me here. He sent me 3. All right. What have we got here from Pinkalo? Oh, goody, the star. What does the star have for us? Stickers linked to white supremacist movement pop up in Woodby. Oh, God. Okay, Woodby, Ontario is like this freaking podunk little suburb. You could call it a suburb of Toronto, I guess. It's pretty damn close to Toronto. It's the sticks. It's pretty funny. Like, this is funny. This is... Here we go. This is gonna be good.
It's not something Olga Sedakova expected to see in her community, or anywhere in the country for that matter. But there it was, a sticker with the words, "It's okay to be white," a seemingly innocuous message with a sinister purpose, as she later learned, posted in a park near her home.
It's okay to be white is a sinister message? Wow. This Facebook cancer is why I live in a box, says Pumpkin Trucker. But seriously, though, it's okay to be white is a fucking sinister message. That's... Could you imagine? Could you imagine putting in print the words, like, if somebody put up a sticker that said it's okay to be black, could you imagine putting into print the words, the seemingly innocuous phrase has a sinister message? You would be fired within minutes. The paper would nuke your article faster than you could take a breath. What the fuck is this? This is like... ugh. It's okay to be white, says Ray Prostate. Really, people are still falling for that okay to be white thing, says Scotsman? Apparently. I used to live there. Oh, wow. Someone at a cricket match had... Wait. Someone at the cricket in Australia had a massive sign that said it's okay to be white. It was taken down and it was massive headlines. Oh, God. That's ridiculous.
Olga Sedakova noticed a sticker with the words, "It's okay to be white," posted in a park near her Whitby home image. The Whitby resident, who regularly goes for walks and runs in the park behind Bellwood Public School, said she first noticed the sticker about a week ago in 2 different locations in the area, including on a Town of Whitby sign. A quick Google search traced it to ties with white supremacists and neo-Nazi groups. You are currently...
Yes, because saying that it's okay to be white makes you a Nazi and oh, fuck off. makes you a neo-Nazi and a white supremacist just to say it's okay to be white.
I thought that was awful. First of all, how could it be that in our midst there might be somebody who is thinking these kinds of thoughts and posting these signs? Sedekova said.
What? That it's okay to be white? You think it's awful that someone thinks that it's okay to be white and posts that up on a fucking wow. What is with the overt blatant racism that is going on against white people? LOL, are you proud to be white, people? Well, then you might be a Nazi. Yeah, I know, right, Richo? This is fucking ridiculous.
The other thing is to put these kinds of racist signs right behind a school. Some of the students might have already seen them.
Okay, you're calling that racist, and you're sitting there saying that thinking it's okay to be white is awful, and you're worried about racism. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes total sense.
Article continue below. The slogan appears to have originated in 2017 on the online forum 4chan, where users suggested creating posters with the phrase as a way to elicit reactions and use the backlash to sway readers toward pro-white propaganda. Similar posters bearing the slogan have popped up in cities, and particularly college and university campuses, in Canada, the United States, and around the world.
No, they're doing this because they know it will work. They're not doing it to get people to hate on black people, and oh my god. Someone last night tried to write the word white in a super chat and they couldn't, says Data Wasteland. Holy fuck. Last acceptable form of racism. Yep. This is crazy. This is absolutely insane.
Sedekova is originally from Bulgaria and immigrated to Canada 6 years ago. She said her family is Muslim, but she doesn't practice herself. She found the signs disturbing, especially in the wake of the recent mass shootings at 2 mosques in New Zealand. Wait.
You're from Bulgaria? Aren't you white then? I'm pretty sure Bulgarians are white. All the white people could move to an island, start a country, give it 5 years, everyone would want to live there, says Richo. Yeah. I'm half Latino and as white as a sheet, says Churchy McBiscuit. Yeah, I know, right? Like that. Ugh. Like, seriously, though, aren't Bulgarians white?
It's just trying to spread that propaganda of white people are under attack. I am technically white myself, but I'm not Anglo-Saxon. I am a Canadian immigrant, so it just bothered me deeply to see these kinds of signs there, she said.
Okay, technically white? No, you're not technically white. You are white, lady. And saying that being you do you even know what you're saying? So you're saying that because you're an immigrant, it's not okay to be white? How can you hate? Okay, this people. Shame on you, Blind. That question is racist, says Data Wasteland. Here, no, seriously. You know when you hear SJWs talk about internalized racism and shit? This here is internalized racism. That's what this looks like.
We talk so much about how Canada is so diverse and everybody is welcome and that these things don't happen here. But guess what? We're seeing these kinds of signs and usually, bad things, they start with these little signs here and there.
Do you know why these little signs are here and there? Because white people do feel like they're under attack. Because they're being told that being a straight, white, whatever is bad. There are people like me who are worried that their sons are going to grow up and be told that they're bad because they're male and they were born male and they identify as male. There are people who are actually witnessing the fact that people don't want white people's opinions anymore because they're white. So Straight Sith Male says, funny how the article says that it's propaganda to make it seem like white people are under attack and being discriminated against, while the author is discriminating against them. Yeah, I know. I'm a straight white whatever, says Sisu Haha. Yeah. The It's Okay to Be White was an organized joke by 4 and 8chan to make the media look crazy. And show how the public how slanted the media was. Yep. So, to be honest, says Pincalo, I'm going to go with, because it's so close to a public school, it's a public school kid trying to be edgy. Yeah. Probably.
This week contacted the town of Whitby, which immediately sent bylaw officers to the park to locate and remove the stickers. I am very disappointed if signage of this nature has been posted anywhere in our community, said Mayor John Mitchell. Bylaw enforcement is now investigating these reports. If this type of signage is found, Durham police will be immediately notified. Discrimination or hate speech of any kind has no place in our community, and the town of Whitby will not tolerate it. The article continued below. Durham Region Police spokesperson Dave Selby said they have been notified of the stickers and several citizens have expressed their concerns.
They're stickers, people. They can't hurt you. People need to stop with this intersectional division. Who cares what your skin color is? Yeah. Y'all are saying it wrong. It's white. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. At straight cis male equals straight cis male with a lisp. That was funny. That's amusing to me. That makes me giggle. Oh my. Oh my goodness. That's just amusing. All right. So I think that's the end of that article. Let's move along to the next one from Pincalo. Next story. What's this one here? A couple decided not to take their feverish child to the hospital. Hours later, the police kicked down their door. So this is from Chandler. I don't know what city, or if Chandler is a Canadian city or if it's a American. Get that shit right, honkies, says Irate Prostate. Next story. All right, here we go. Here we go.
A Chandler father provided home security video of Chandler police breaking down the door of the family's home for a DCS requested welfare check of a child with a spiking fever after parents refused to give police permission to enter their home, saying their toddler son was fine.
Wow.
Courtesy of Chandler father. After police officers busted down the door of a Chandler home to take a toddler with a spiking fever from his parents, advocates and a state legislator are questioning if the new law intended to protect families' rights is failing. You are current. Officers pointing guns forced their way into the family's home in the middle of the night last month after the Arizona Department of Child Safety called police for a welfare check on a child with a 100-degree-plus fever and no vaccinations.
Oh, God.
The parents had ignored a doctor's recommendation to take their 2-year-old to the hospital, saying their son's fever had decreased. Rep. Kelly Townsend, Armessa, who helped craft legislation requiring DCS to obtain a warrant before removing a child from their parents or guardians in non-emergency circumstances, said she was outraged by the response of police and DCS officials in the case.
Wait, but the child was feverish and unvaccinated, and the doctor told them to take the kid to the hospital, and they refused. I mean, I don't agree necessarily with the state interfering with parenting, but if you're gonna ignore the doctor and your baby is sick, that sounded like an emergency, says Sisu. Yeah, it did. It really did. I think that they did the right thing, and for this representative to be outraged, that's kind of fucked up.
It was not the intent of the law, but the level of force after obtaining a warrant was to bring in a SWAT team, Townsend said. The imagery is horrifying. What has our country become that we can tear down the doorway of a family who has a child with a high fever that disagrees with their doctor? You are currently on a text.
No. They were lying. They said the fever had decreased. They said they refused access to the police after, even though they had a warrant. They said, no, you can't come in. When you refuse entry when there's a warrant involved, they have the legal right to bust down your door. If they have a warrant, you have to let them in. You can, if they're wrong in obtaining the warrant, then you fucking deal with that later and you sue the court system and whatever. But you let them in and you do what's best for your kid. I've heard that parents who don't have their kids vaccinated are Sisu, that's okay. What's going on with that is in Rockland County, New York, there are 160 measles cases. So there's a ban on unvaccinated children in public spaces in Rockland County, and any non-compliance will face jail time and or a fine or both. Does anyone know what happens to your brain at 108 or 110 degrees? That's when brain damage starts. Exactly. Exactly. They're coming in whether you like it or not. Exactly, Straight Sith Mail. So it's over in New York specifically. I'm glad they're doing something then. Yeah, so am I. Measles, whooping cough, TB, all brought to us courtesy of illegal immigration. Well, it's not just the illegal immigration, it's the fact that they don't understand vaccines, and they think that it's, against their religion or so. I don't know why, but people just don't want to vaccinate when they come here. My son is punished in life for something he can't control. Yeah. I think it starts at 105, actually, says Data. Yeah, I believe so. Brain damage starts at 105. People like Pumpkin Trucker's son, who have allergies to the ingredients to vaccines, can't get vaccinated, and they've got to deal with these retards who just, oh no, vaccines are bad. Well, why? Well, because, they're bad. No, they're not. All right.
DCS officials did not respond to the Arizona Republic's questions about their policies for child welfare checks and warrants, or whether their handling of this family's case was in line with those policies. Townsend said she wants lawmakers to review warrant procedures that led to police using force, left a family traumatized, and placed 3 children in state custody. The fact that DCS obtained a court-approved warrant shows this wasn't an emergency that threatened the child's life or safety, so there wasn't time to file with the court, she said.
So, they had a warrant and they were being denied access anyway.
Child welfare workers used to be able to remove children without warrants, but under your current link, a law that took effect in July. Arizona lawmakers designated limited circumstances for removing a child from their parent without a warrant. DCS must have probable cause to believe the child is at imminent risk of harm and there's no less intrusive alternative to removal. Or the CS must have probable cause to believe the child is a victim of sexual or physical abuse that can only be evaluated by trained medical personnel.
And refusing to take your son who has a high fever and who you refuse to vaccinate to the hospital is not physical abuse. My internet's been shitty all fucking day. I just got back on the screen 5 minutes ago. All I got was the loading ring. Oh, Chadwick, that sucks. My internet rebooted. Aw. I call it natural selection. So yeah, that's that story. Holy fuck. Quit yawning, blind press. Okay. Next story from Pink Hollow. Newfoundland woman stabs boyfriend over ejection from Bryan Adams concert. Okay. Someone really likes Bryan Adams. There may have been some truth in the past in that involving a mercury derivative, but now it's just distrust in corporations and government departments not doing jobs. Do we know what the kid's temp was at time of entry? No, it didn't say. Technically, it's neglect, says all you need. Yeah. Let's see here. My brother's phone got shut off the other day and he had to go 400 miles from home, so he has my phone. So now I have to rig some retro piece of shit. To run a better phone. Oh, a Metro PCS hotspot. Maybe if there was some transparency into the vaccine courts, some of this would stop. You know it's true. Stab. Everything I do, stab. I do it for you, stab. Yep. I bet that cut like a knife. That's funny, Irate. All right, here we go. So this is from St. John's, Newfoundland.
St. John's, NL. A Newfoundland woman angry at her boyfriend because they were ejected from a Bryan Adams concert threw a pot of macaroni salad at him and then stabbed his face, a St. John's court has heard.
What is with stories lately? And people throwing food at their partners, or hitting them with food, or slapping them with food. What the fuck? Why? Why are we wasting food, people? I don't get it. Why are we stabbing people with food? Or why are we stabbing people with food? Oh my god. Wow. More fucking stream lore. I need to get myself a Teespring store just to fucking... I need a Teespring store just to get quotes up here. A shirt that says, "Why are you stabbing yourself with food?" And then with the hashtag coffee stream. Or yes, or like I still need someone to draw proximity badgers. Because Bryan Adams is God. Newfoundland, Canada's Florida. Yes. She stabbed him in the face, says Chadwick. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Someone should make a blind press sound pad. Oh, God. Food fight all around the world, says Green Thunder.
The 34-year-old woman was convicted of multiple charges after testifying last week that they were thrown out of Adams' July concert at Mile One Center after getting into conflict with another fan. She said the fan became angry when she moved near his seat to be closer to the stage. FSKO. The man started taking pictures of her with his phone. So her boyfriend grabbed the phone and threw it, prompting security to remove them while Adams was still performing, she said.
Why would you throw someone's phone for taking pictures? You're at a concert. You're gonna be getting pictures are gonna be taken. Sounds like her boyfriend's a fucking jealous freak. Oh, a BP. Speaking of SoundPad, I got that on a Kasparian. Oh, God. I'm fucking better than you. You're working on that? Oh, God, Chadwick. Partners attacking each other and Blind Press asks, why are you wasting food?
Her mother, who had been with them at the concert, later told her they missed a good part of the show. She said, "You are correct."
So her mother rubbed it in. It was like, hey, you missed this really good part of the show. It was wow.
The woman said she was angry and upset with her boyfriend and confronted him when they got home, asking why he ruined the expensive concert.
Well, he did. He shouldn't have thrown that dude's phone. That was ridiculous.
I kept saying, like, he ruined it, it's all his fault and he should have just kept his hands to himself, none of it would have happened, she testified in provincial court. I was cursing a little bit. I was pretty angry about the situation.
So, okay, so your response and your thinking that he should keep his hands to himself was to throw food at him and stab him in the face. That makes perfect sense. That's yes, that's perfectly logical. That's wow. LOL, way to go, Mom. Yeah. Hi. Oh, bye. Hi, Reason Vision. Bye, Reason Vision. Well, the food was the distraction, says Chadwick. I guess so. I guess it was.
She said she asked him to leave and when he refused, the argument became physical. She testified she pushed him and he threw her to the floor. As the fight escalated, she said she tried to throw a pot of macaroni salad at him and he threw her to the floor again. She said she then grabbed the knife and pointed it at him. It was one of those knives I used to peel potatoes. I decided to pick it up, I guess, to put a bit of fear because at this point I really wanted him out of my house and nothing seemed to be working. So when I picked it up, my thought was basically maybe he'll get scared and leave, she said.
So you didn't intend to stab him, you just picked it up to wave it at him? Mom, other than that, Mr. Lincoln, how was the play? Maybe he's learned his lesson. Don't touch other people's phone or you're going to get stabbed in the face. Don't tell me no lines and keep your hands to yourself, says Irate Prostate.
Heading level 2. Related this link. One link.
Oh, it's the end of the story. So don't take people's phones from them while they're taking pictures, even if you happen to be in the way and your picture gets taken or your girlfriend's picture gets taken, because you might get stabbed in the face and have macaroni thrown at you. Isn't a potato knife a tiny one? Yeah. It's called a paring knife. Yeah. Yep. So she had like a tiny little paring knife in her hand. And she stabbed him with it in the face. Because he was, being they were both being stupid. That's what I think. I think they're both being stupid. So, now we're going to go into the stories that I've grabbed from Gunfox. Doomsday Vault Town warming faster than any other place on Earth. So, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, that town in, I believe it's Denmark. I once saw a cook stab another cook with a paring knife. Those things can do some fucking damage, says Chadwick. Yeah, I imagine. A few well-placed stabs with that and you'd be dead. I could imagine. They made quite the pair. So we've got, let's see. Oh, come on. So we've got the town in, I think, Denmark or Norway. I can't remember which country it is, that has that seed vault. It's apparently warming faster than any place on Earth. Okay. It's not letting me open it. Let's try again. Perhaps the... There we go. Now it's working. Ha ha ha. I knew closing the tab would do the trick. Or closing and reopening, I should say. So, let's see. The seed vault is dug into the glacier ice. It's okay, it's Norway. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it's Norway. Temperatures have risen 3 times faster than the global average, putting seeds at risk. All right, here we go.
World's northernmost settlement and home to what is known as the Link Doomsday Vault, the subterranean Link Svalbard Global Seed Vault, which stores specimens of almost all the world's seeds, is now believed to be the fastest warming location on Earth, according to a new report. Longyearbyen, on the Norwegian island of Svalbard, had an average temperature in Svalbard was minus 7.8 C in 1900, but since then, it has risen by 3.7 C, more than 3 times the global average rise of about 1 degree Celsius. Not only has it become significantly warmer, but wetter too, spelling trouble for the Doomsday Vault as the seed's preservation depends on stable temperatures and bone-dry conditions. Svalbard is the ultimate failsafe for biodiversity of crops, Marie Heka, the executive director of the Crop Trust, told CNN. You are currently on it. The vault was opened in 2008. Its construction was funded by the Norwegian government and built in partnership with the country's Crop Trust and is now a secure storage unit for around 1 million seed samples, representing over 13,000 years of agricultural history. Link 545, heading level 2 to I button. Button. Link. There are no. The location was chosen for good button. The location was chosen for good reason. Set deep within a mountain in a geologically inert area, there is a very low risk of earthquakes or volcanoes, and similarly. Police link. The seeds are stored. His political system is also very stable, Ms. Hague said. The seeds are stored at minus 18C.
So I'm wondering if something is going on. I wonder if there is something underground that we don't know about there that's causing it to warm up, or that's an interesting thing that's going on. Yeah, I heard that place is starting to flood, says Chadwick. Well, if it's warming up, yeah, it would be. Oh, Pumpkin Trucker is sending some news too. Thank you, Pumpkin Trucker.
But the increasing likelihood of wet weather has already seen major upheaval at the site. Following heavy rainfall in October 2016, the entrance to the seed vault became half-flooded and ended up freezing into huge blocks of ice.
Oh, wow.
Advertising. Link. Complimentary. Heading level 2. Link. Inger Hansen Bauer, a senior researcher at the Norwegian Meteorological Institute and the editor of the This has occurred due to rising temperatures with Inger Hansen Bauer, a senior researcher at the Norwegian Meteorological Institute and the editor of the report on Svalbard, said the reason the region is undergoing such massive temperature rises was because of accelerated Arctic warming.
Okay.
This has occurred due to rising temperatures which reduce ice and snow cover. This means less sunlight is reflected off the surface of the Earth and more solar energy is absorbed by the darker surfaces that have been exposed.
So what if we're just entering a new cycle of climate change? What if it's time for our planet to be very warm? What if it's time for the continents to start separating again? Let's see, there's a lot of things going on with the Earth at the moment. Poles are moving 11 miles a year faster than they ever recorded. The solar system is moving out of a space cloud, protecting us for thousands of years. They were never expecting to have to deal with flooding, so I'm pretty sure that place isn't super watertight, says Chadwick. Yeah, I would agree with you. I would agree. Weather is being connected more and more with electromagnetism. Yeah, it is. I've been reading or watching a lot of Nat Geo stuff, recent stuff. The plates are moving. Yep. The sky is falling. We're all gonna die, says Faithless. Well, eventually, yeah. I really don't see why minimizing our effect on the climate has to be a partisan issue. Maybe I'm just retarded, but I don't get it, says Sisu Haha. You know what? I'm with you. I'm with you. I don't understand. I understand carbon taxes are scary, but why fight clean energy? Well, okay, so carbon taxes don't help with clean energy though. They don't usually tend to go back into buying or setting up clean energy sources. Like for example, the Liberals in Canada have set up a carbon tax, but they haven't used any of that money to go to funding or researching or putting into place clean energy sources. And a lot of carbon taxes do not reflect well on small businesses or truckers who own their own trucking companies, or drivers who own their own cars. And it's very, very, oh, excuse me. It doesn't really work. And solar activity is always changing too, says Irate Prostate. Yep. Pumpkin Trucker says, the largest fallacy of human wisdom is that we think we are better than the monkeys. How many of us would be lost without our toys? Yeah, As far as I know, Michigan doesn't have a carbon tax, but if you drive around, there are thousands and thousands of solar panels and windmills. Yeah. China has subsidized solar energy. Yeah, and look how clean China is. It's not, by the way. People look at the let's see, people look at land formations like the Grand Canyon, um, massive mountains, glacial trails, and are shocked that things don't stay the same. Yeah, that's true. Pollution is a thing, yes, and we should fight that, but water vapor is a bigger greenhouse gas than CO2 is. Yes. And what we need to remember is that there is a lot of oh god damn it, I have the fucking hiccups. Really? I have to get the hiccups while I'm live? Isn't that awesome? Thank you, buddy. Who's calling me? Why is Pinkalo calling me? Hey, what's up? Jeanette canceled today. Oh, sorry. I thought you were. Sorry. Yeah, I've got the damn fucking hiccups going on here, and I'm on fucking stream, and it really sucks. But there are a lot of natural greenhouse things, greenhouse gases locked up in the earth, like methyl hydrate, methane hydrate. If it gets released from all the limestone deposits on the ocean floor, we are extra fucked, because methane hydrate is twice as potent a greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. But people are dying, AOC. Yeah. Water has a faster cycle time, though. Still, we have a lower CO2 level than we did in the past. Oh, for sure. The EU is about as correct as they are on man-made climate change as they are with their cure for the internet. Yep. Let's see here. Cow farts has nothing on the ocean. Oh, God damn it.
You on a cup more about complimentary.
Oh, and the story's over. Okay, so let's go for the next story. Should I go to 1 or 1:30, guys? I think I'm gonna go till 1 because I am fucking starving. So I'm going to go until 1 because I need to eat and get rid of the goddamn hiccups. Let's see if coffee will help. Nope. Nope. Okay. It's your stream. Up to you. That's not helpful. What did I eat as a meal day yesterday for lunch? That's a good question. I can't remember. Probably a sandwich. I totally can't remember. I've been doing that while I read. God fucking damn it. This is what happens to me when I get hungry. I get the hiccups when I get hungry. For some stupid reason. I don't know why my body does that. I swear I'm not drunk. Think hard. You lush. Yeah, but yeah. Day before yesterday. For breakfast, I definitely had a peanut butter and jam sandwich. All right, what's the next story here? Oh. Angry story. Thank you, Gunfox. My hiccups are gone, huh? Sorry, dude. They are not gone. They are still fucking bothering me. So, here's a story about a piece of shit and a statutory rapist all in one. Girl, 13, fighting for her life after ex-boyfriend, 19, set her on fire. So, let's read about this piece of shit.
Wilson Javier Melendez Bonilla allegedly entered the living room of the home in Cabo Rojo, Puerto Rico. Image. Will end of. Get the biggest daily news. Enter your email. Link. Privacy no Wilson, a 13-year-old girl is fighting for her life after her boyfriend allegedly set her alight using a can of petrol and left her with severe burns. Wilson Javier Melendez Bonilla, 19, is believed to have carried out the attack after the teenager attempted to bring their relationship to an end. The girl's mother, Nanette Martinez Camacho, 34, also suffered burns to her arms and face as she attempted to save her daughter at their home Cabo Rojo, Puerto Rico. Her 9-year-old brother was also burned in the horrifying incident, but his injuries are not believed to be life-threatening. You are currently on. Doctors at the University Pediatric Hospital in San Juan are treating the victim for 90% burns to her body and have attempted to save her limbs from amputation.
Oh my god. What the fuck, dude? Okay, first of all, Mom, I know that you're burned too from trying to save your daughter and all that. Why did you let your daughter have a 19-year-old boyfriend? No irate, not a muzzy. They were really into the Kings of Leon. Oh, God. 13, 19, fire is all you need? Yes. No, they're gone now, Gita, because what I did was I held my breath while my screen reader read that whole thing. They should slow roast that guy to death, says Faithless. Yes, they should.
The suspect has already admitted to police that he carried out the assault, according to link, local media. You are currently on a tag link. Wilson Javier Melendez Bonilla reportedly confessed to police. Image. Port mode. Wilson Javier Melendez Bonilla reportedly confessed to police. Image. Puerto Rico.
Oh, these are his mug shots, I think.
End of. He has been charged with 3 counts of attempted murder. Image. Role port mode. He has been charged. End of. Complimentary. Heading left link. And he is being held. Bonilla faces charges for sexual assault, aggravated escalation, aggravated fire, and 3 of attempted murder.
Good. They're putting him in. They're giving him sexual assault. Good.
He is being held at a prison complex in Ponce after failing to provide the $3.5 meters bond imposed by a judge. You are currently
$3.5 million bond. Wow. That's a big bond. This is Cabo Rojo in Puerto Rico. Irate. Hi, Kara. It is insane. So when is the stake burning? Because that's what this fucker deserves. Yeah. I agree.
News website El Balsero. Advertisement. Third party. The girl's tearful news website El Balsero said the accused had met the schoolgirl when she was just 12 years old and then began an illicit year-long relationship which ended just 1 month ago.
Ugh. Fucking sick, dude. 18 and 12?
Advertisement. Third party. The girl's tearful mother Nanette Martinez Camacho. Image. Role load. The girl's end of. The accused mother say the victim's family knew about their relationship. Image. Role.
What the fuck? You knew about the relationship? What's wrong with you?
Loading. The accused end of. Compliment. Heading level. The end of. His mother, Kila Bonilla, said that the girl's parents should also be held liable for the attack and claims they were told about their relationship numerous times. You are currently on a text element.
All of you. Even you, mom of the rapist and burner, are fucking responsible for this. You are, and her parents are. And him. Mostly him. Toss him in one of those bronze bowls they used to use in the old days of Rome, said Straight Sith Mail. Yeah. Why would you let that happen, says Scotsman. I don't know. What, says Chadwick? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I know. What?
I am very sorry about what is happening. Bonilla local news station. Link. Role 12. You are currently. I am a mother and I know that the girl is suffering. I ask God for the girl to get better. Heading level 4. Heading level. Link. Like us on Facebook.
You ask God for the girl to get better, huh? How about you ask God to how about you ask God to like help you figure out how you lost control of your kid? Ugh. Fucking ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. All right, let's see. Vehicle crashes into Penn State Health Facility in Berks. How do you miss a building? do you miss a building and crash it and crash into it? There is no getting better from that. Just surviving. No, I know. I think that was Miss Archer that said that about the God thing. Yeah. Thought it was a drive-through. Nice one, Trucker. All right. So, this was posted March 27th, so yesterday, and updated this morning. All right, here we go.
Muhlenberg TWP. A Penn State Health facility in Berks County was forced to close early Wednesday night after a vehicle crashed into the building. It happened around 7:20 p.m. at the Penn State Health St. Joseph Urgent Care / Family Practice Center in the 3400 block of North 5th Street Highway in Muhlenberg Township.
Again, how do you fucking hit a building? This is every time I hear about things like this. Well, you hit a pothole. That breaks your steering rack. You bounce up a planter and hit the building sideways. You'd be surprised, blind, says Kara. It happens a good few times in Florida with people hitting buildings. In blind press, in other places in the world, people sell their 13-year-old daughters into slavery. Yes, Data Wasteland. This is unfortunately true. Was he drunk or did he do it on purpose? Let's see. Let's read.
Penn State Health spokesman Mike Giapina said the accident occurred when the vehicle lost its brakes and hit the windows to the right of the center's entrance.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Happened at my old job, says All You Need. Car went airborne, flew over a lady car, flew over a lady, poor thing, was traumatized. Elderly couple in the car, white-knuckled. Wife died. Oh. Little old lady stamping on the accelerator when parking and switching gears. DNR. Oh.
Officials did not say if anyone was injured. Penn State Health expected the center to reopen at 7 a.m. Thursday. You left double quotation. Penn State Health St. Joseph Urgent Care and Outpatient Services in Muhlenberg Township are now closed for the evening for repairs to the facility. The St. Joseph Emergency Room at 2500 Burnville Road is always open.
Oh, so I guess they lost control of their brakes and they crashed through the windows at the health facility. So that's at least they hit a healthcare facility. They could have some healthcare if they needed it. So guys, let's do the next 6 minutes for chat time. And then I'm going to end and go have some food and stuff. So I think this is what I'll do on Thursdays. I'm gonna do from 11:30 to 12:30. Again, today was an exception, and I was able to go a bit longer because my orientation instructor had to cancel. And then the rest of the week's gonna be at noon. Don't forget, tomorrow is call-in day because it's the last Friday of the month. So that should be a fun time. What I'll do is I'll put the Hangout link in chat tomorrow, and people can join of their own accord. We've got 5 minutes left, so if there's anything you guys want to say or ask, now's your time. Who's calling? I don't know who Colin is. Oh, who's Colin? Ha 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 ha. How's the guide dog thing going, Blind? I really dropped the ball on getting my medical file or emailed to them, so I'm gotta get that done, and hopefully my file is still open. If not, I'm going to see if I can get them to reopen my file, or I may just bite the bullet and see what the CNIB's guide dog program is like, because they do offer in-home training as well. But I still do plan on getting a guide dog. That is something I would like to do. Who shot Cock Robin? Who shot Cock Robin? I don't know who shot Cock Robin. I do know who shot Mr. Burns, though. So yeah, guys, call in day tomorrow, starting at noon. Yes, Maggie killed Mr. Burns. That's right, Scotsman. So yes, at noon tomorrow, call-in day is starting. So make sure you guys have your mics and everything if you want to jump on. I usually have about 4 to 5 people at max on at a time. So just keep that in mind. And we are going to go for the full 2 hours. So we should have a lot to talk about and some time for people to come on. So I hope everybody, let's see if one last time we'll check chat. Okay, who shot JR? Oh, fuck. Have I ever listened to Frank Zappa? Yes, I have. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a huge Frank Zappa fan. Is that an All My Children reference, all you need? Who's JR? Remind me. Anyway. So I hope everyone had a good day, a good time today. I'm sorry it was only an hour and a half instead of 2 hours, but I'll hope to see you back here tomorrow for call-in day. That was from the 1980s. Oh, Dallas. Okay, got it. Gotcha. Never watched Dallas. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. So I hope everyone has a great day. Come back for call-in day tomorrow. Stay safe out there, everyone. Those who are driving, drive safe. Enjoy the warming weather, and we'll see you back here tomorrow at noon.